Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about dividend tax planning strategy for qualified income planning. When investors receive dividend income, one of the most important tax planning steps is understanding whether those dividends qualify for better tax treatment. Qualified dividends often receive lower tax rates than ordinary dividends, depending on the country and tax rules. So, the first step is to identify which dividend payments meet the qualified dividend requirements and which ones do not. Next, investors should carefully understand the holding period rule. In many tax systems, a dividend may only receive qualified status if the shares are held for a required number of days around the ex-dividend date. If the shares are sold too quickly, the dividend may lose its qualified treatment and may be taxed like ordinary income. Therefore, tracking purchase dates, sale dates, and ex-dividend dates is very important. After that, it is useful to separate qualified dividends from ordinary dividends and other taxable income. Mixing everything together can make it harder to estimate the real tax impact. By keeping qualified dividend income separate, investors can better understand how much income may receive favorable tax treatment and how much may be taxed at regular income rates. Then, investors should manage tax bracket exposure. Qualified dividends may be taxed based on total taxable income, so a higher income year can change the final tax result. For example, salary increases, business income, capital gains, or retirement withdrawals may push income into a higher bracket. Because of this, investors should monitor their income levels before making large sales, withdrawals, or portfolio changes. In addition, tax-advantaged accounts should be used wisely. Some dividend-paying investments may belong in taxable brokerage accounts, while others may work better inside retirement accounts or tax-sheltered accounts. The right placement depends on the investor's goals, account rules, expected tax rate, and need for current income. Good asset location can help improve overall tax efficiency. Moreover, qualified dividend planning should be coordinated with capital gains. Dividends, gains, losses, and investment sales are connected. A gain from selling shares may increase taxable income, while a capital loss may help offset some taxable gains. By reviewing these items together, investors may improve their after-tax results instead of looking at dividend income alone. Next, investors should decide whether to reinvest qualified dividends or take them as cash. Reinvestment can support long-term compounding, while taking cash can help with living expenses, retirement income, debt payments, or other financial goals. The best decision depends on whether the investor needs income today or wants to grow the portfolio for the future. Furthermore, this strategy should be reviewed every year. Tax rules can change, income levels can change, and portfolio allocations can change. A dividend that was tax-efficient last year may not create the same result this year. That is why an annual review helps investors protect qualified dividend status, reduce unnecessary tax drag, and avoid surprises. At the same time, investors should keep dividend statements and brokerage records organized. They should watch ex-dividend dates and holding periods carefully. They should also estimate taxable income before year-end and coordinate dividends with gains, losses, and withdrawals. These small planning habits can make dividend investing more structured and tax-aware. Finally, the main goal of qualified income planning is to protect qualified dividend status, reduce unnecessary tax drag, and improve after-tax investment income. A strong dividend tax plan does not only focus on how much dividend is received. It also focuses on how much income remains after taxes. This video is for general educational purposes only and should not be considered personal tax, financial, or investment advice. Tax rules vary by country and individual situation, so always consult a qualified tax professional before making any major tax or investment decision. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.